the 10, touchdown 49ers!
He led his team to a Super Bowl. He set NFL playoff records. He had a cannon for an arm and Olympic-level legs. And yet, no team has signed Colin Kaepernick since 2016. Was it his declining play, the media circus, or was it something much deeper, something the league never wanted to admit? This is the real reason why Colin Kaepernick never got another chance in the NFL. And trust me, it's not just about football. Chapter 1, The Rise. Colin Kaepernick wasn't just any quarterback. He took over the 49ers mid-season in 2012 and electrified the league with a rare dual-threat ability that had NFL defenses scrambling. In the playoffs against the Packers, he ran for 181 yards, a record for a quarterback. He took San Francisco to the Super Bowl in just the second season and came one play short of winning it all. By 2013, analysts were already calling him the future face of the league. He had the speed, swagger, and the arm talent. But just 3 years later, he was gone. Not retired, not injured, just blackballed. Chapter 2, The Kneel. In the 2016 preseason, Kaepernick quietly sat during the national anthem. It wasn't noticed at first, but once asked, he spoke clearly. I am not going to stand up to show pride in a flag for a country that oppresses black people and people of color. He then started kneeling after consulting with the U.S. Army veteran who suggested kneeling would be more respectful than sitting. The NFL, a league that thrives on patriotism, optics, and control, was caught off guard. Suddenly, Kaepernick was no longer a football player. He became a political lightning rod. And in a league where backup quarterbacks are expected to be silent, invisible insurance policies, Colin became a symbol, and that terrified NFL owners. Chapter 3, The Decline. Let's address the popular narrative. Kaepernick wasn't good enough to stay in the league. Let's check the receipts. In his final season, 2016, playing for a dysfunctional 49ers team, it went 2-14. He threw 16 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions.
His passer rating was better than Brock Osweiler, Ryan Fitzpatrick, and Blake Bortles, all of whom got jobs the next season.
He was far from elite, but he was easily good enough for a backup, if not a low-tiered starter. The truth is, dozens of worse QBs were signed over the next few seasons. The message was clear. It wasn't about his ability, it was about the message he represented. Chapter 4, The Owner's Fear. The NFL is run by 32 billionaire owners. Many are conservative, business-first decision-makers, and they were scared not of Kaepernick himself, but of the backlash he brought. They feared losing sponsors, fan boycotts, and political pressure, and yes, Donald Trump's attacks made it worse. At a 2017 rally, Trump infamously said,
To say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired.
That single line weaponized Kaepernick's protest and turned it into a culture war. After that, any owner signing Kaepernick would be seen as anti-America in the eyes of a loud and angry portion of their fan base. Even though Kaepernick clarified again and again, he wasn't protesting the military. He was protesting police brutality, but the narrative had already been hijacked, and so owners colluded, silently but effectively, to keep him out. Chapter 5, The Lawsuit and Settlement. In 2017, Kaepernick filed a grievance against the NFL, accusing them of collusion. He argued that teams were working together or under pressure from the league to blacklist him. In 2019, the case was settled out of court, and both sides signed a non-disclosure agreement. The rumored amount, somewhere between 60 and 80 million. Think about that. The NFL paid millions in hush money without ever admitting guilt. And the worst part, the settlement closed the door on his NFL return even further. Chapter 6, The Workout Drama. In 2019, the NFL tried to save face. They scheduled a workout for Kaepernick, but at the last minute, Kaepernick moved it to a different location. Why? Because the NFL wanted him to sign a liability waiver with unusual language, which many saw as a trap. Kaepernick held his own workout elsewhere, threw lasers to receivers, showed he was still in shape, but no team called. Once again, The optics were more important than the ability. So, what's the real reason Colin Kaepernick never got another chance in the NFL? It wasn't his play, it wasn't his personality, and it wasn't even really about the protest. It was about power. The NFL wanted control, and Kaepernick refused to be silent. And in a league where silence equals compliance, he was punished for taking a stand. Whether you agree with him or not, one thing is undeniable. Colin Kaepernick gave up his career to take a knee, and the NFL, they never forgave him for it. What do you think? Should Kaepernick have gotten another chance? Was the NFL justified? Drop your thoughts below and hit that subscribe button if you want more deep dive stories like this one.